Hi, good morning. Ooh, this is bad. Hi, good morning. Today is November 12th, 2023. This is 10:30 back. Let me see. It is 10:30, yeah. 10:30 exactly, or 10:33, something like that. Well, anyway, today, as like I've been telling, I'm starting to make a YouTube content concerned about humanity, democracy, and all kind of international or national issues. And this time is about the democracy in one country that I used to be. I used to be there. I used to live in Java Island. I used to live in Bali Island. I used to live in Sumatra Island. So, and also in Kalimantan. So basically, I live on all over Indonesian except Papua. Papua is where our brother, um, dark skinned, beloved people, and I am in the central. That means I'm not that dark, I'm not that light, but my origin is in between or mixture of all of that. Now is the time to concern about where I used to live, where I used to, or my childhood place, like even Obama childhood place in Indonesia. So I live in where Obama live, in around Cikini, in around Menteng. That is like couple years. So I ate what Obama ate, and I drink what Obama drink that time. But I'm not quite. Maybe he's a bit senior than me. Maybe he's like a 5 years senior than me. But yeah, we have the same spirit basically, and we have the same preferred food. And now that place is becoming a hot spot for a struggle for democracy. So right now, Indonesia is just in time for Indonesian dictatorship. So it used to be the country run by a dictator named Suharto, and then no more. So, but now it's gradually going back that way again. So maybe it's nostalgic, maybe it's mesmerizing. Wanna be back in the like it used to be. People always in romantic with the old days, old struggle days. Maybe now it's not that struggle, so they want to go back to struggle again. So Indonesia has undergone a significant political transformation since the fall of Suharto. Suharto regime in 1998. The country has made significant progress in reducing poverty and increasing its per capita gross domestic product. Although it's debatable because reducing property, it's not getting rid of property. Poverty. So getting rid of poverty, it's not equal as reducing poverty. It's not that I cannot be satisfied, but some level it's been too long. They've been trying to do this. They put some effort, but it seems not serious lately. It was serious then, not pretty serious lately. They just do whatever they could without putting a thumb on the scale about getting rid of poverty. And this is becoming hot button right now, hot topics for Indonesian, hot topics for one certain party leader, PDIP or by Megawati, the Sukarno daughter. So the country has made significant progress in reducing poverty and increasing its per capita domestic product, which now exceed $5,000. slightly exceed like 5,150 or something. However, in 2023, however, the scholars have conflicted about the strength and durability of Indonesian democracy. The Economist Intelligence of Unit rated Indonesia as a flawed democracy. So this flawed democracy, it really is a flaw right now in 2022. And the country's political parties have been characterized as cartel parties with extensive power sharing among parties and limited accountability to voters. And the next election either will solidify the cartel parties or KIM, which stands for Koalisi Indonesia Maju or Indonesian Progress Coalition. It's just a name. This name doesn't mean anything. They want it to be like that, but in practical, this is one of the dictator run by a bunch of cartel and oligarch, and they're all corrupt anyway. And this will this Koalisi Indonesia Maju or Indonesian Progress Coalition, it it, it take over the whole breathing arena in the country political right now. As if you tune in into Indonesian channel, you will see people talking like me, but from the insider perspective, me from outside. So it's more, I think it's more objective. So the PDIP coalition compared to PDIP coalition, which is one PDIP party that has about 23% of the vote or 33% right now, um, with EDPD party, which is like 5%, 4%, 3% of the Senate and the Congress. So it's not much. The PDIP used to be the leader of all this party, and they all used to agree with PDIP because PDIP was the winner and still the winner. So it is a point of precedent, but somehow the president itself is backstabbing. So there, he is backstab and stabbing the party itself that fight for them, die for him, and campaign and spending so much money for him. And at the end of the day, it's not a fruitful at all. It instead is destroying PDIP or undermining whatever the PDIP do. Uh, PDIP with the whole minister, PDIP with the whole party leaders. It's try to be a coup d'etat. So a coup d'etat is in effect right now because this president also asking the party leader or asking support from the party to make all his son to be city mayors and to be a party leader. So it is very funny. This president is pretty phenomenal. Maybe people would love to think him as a person who think outside of the box, but it's not the norm. It's not the norm, and it's not culturally accepted because Indonesia is a cultural country. So let me tell you about Indonesia. Indonesia has risen from the ashes of dictatorship to the pure democracy that its highest grade from 1998 up to 10 years ago. So before these guys took over, democracy was like number one in the world. I mean, it's so free that no one deny the freedom to say, to speak, to assemble, to regroup, to stage a protest, or demonstration anywhere they want. So it was like really, really free euphoria, democracy from 1998 and then until 10 years ago. And there was no substantial intimidation nor terror against the government or against official. So everything was so free. Everything was so free, free to talk, free to campaign at any time, at anywhere. So and then since 10 years ago, it's no longer the case. It's because this new president Jokowi, he start using his brain to doctor his ministers, his executive body first, then he go to legislative body, and then he go to judicative body. So basically, he try to co-opt all of this into his will. So they all have to do his will. There's no resistance. But at some point, like about from 10 years ago until 6, 7 years ago, there's opposition that they keep staging them protests on the street. But after a while, they're gone, and people start believing that Jokowi is for the good, and then a lot of defenders will destroy all of this opposition. But they don't realize that it's taken by Jokowi taking the right of all those defenders, and then he wants absolute power. So then he got it. He got the absolute power. Like John Locke says, absolute power is absolute corrupt. Or corrupt tend to, power tend to corrupt, but absolute power corrupt absolutely. That's all. And that's what happened right now. And it is said that lady has been waiting at a faster pace and ready to go back to the dictatorship and dynasty era. And this year it will get more serious because there will be an election and they will elect the dictator's son in law as the president in 2024. So there used to be Suharto. He's a real dictator. He has a son in law, a Sumitra son that married to his daughter. So this guy named Prabowo, he is a general. He's good in maybe in fighting. Well, he's not really good in fighting because still underdog under the Benny Murdani, and he's not that brave as a brave. He's more like, how do you say, the president's son. So he got all kind of special treatment, and but he is not that actual like the full star general anyway. So with the help of the current president and his and his son, this dictator will be elected. I mean, they try to elect him. So thinking this guy is already old. So since they're thinking that this guy already old and he has a problem walking and he has a problem speaking, maybe equal like Donald Trump. He's speaking kind of going jumping left and right, whatever come to his mind. Joe Biden, it just have a stutter. He has a stutter, and just like any age people, he forget a little bit, but he's not trying to jump into a different theme and any speak that he made. So, but this Bravo is more like Trump. So he jump left and right, whatever he's thinking. So I guarantee whenever they have a debate, he's not gonna making it because